Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to our final class of the Deep Unwinding. Today we begin lying on our backs with a block, either on the lowest or middle height placed at the center of your back, with your head resting on a bolster. Let the legs extend straight out and rest your arms by your sides. The journey today is about letting softness unfurl. And when something unfurls, it spreads and opens. In the same way a new leaf opens and unwraps itself to the world, or the sails on a boat are released to catch the wind, we will explore our own unfurling in our own timing to reveal the softness that resides within each of us. 𝐓𝐑 said, "Water is the softest thing, yet it can penetrate mountains and earth." This shows clearly the principle of softness and overcoming hardness. And yin is a practice where our bodies can show us where the tension is, the hardness. And through each asana, we can invite the softness to unfurl from the inside out. So go ahead now and make a fist with both hands, with the thumbs tucked in and the fingers curling over the thumb. And then squeeze the hands in as tightly as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let go of the tension and allow the fingers to unfurl in their own timing. Avoid the need to try to open up the hands straight away. And it might be that they stay very tightly closed for a few minutes here, or that they slowly start to release. Simply witness and observe and allow. And as you lie here, begin to contemplate your own unfurling. Where is the softness that lives within you? And what are the armors that you are wearing that are holding this softness back from being expressed, from being seen, from being felt? And what are the conditions that you need to allow those armors to be put down? Just explore and feel into that. And now take a final breath in here. And on the exhale, roll over to your left side, coming off the block. And bring your left hand to your forehead and your right hand onto your heart space. As you breathe, sense the connection between your two hands, visualizing a golden thread of light between the palms, moving from the heart to the head and the head to the heart. See this light dissolving any hardness, any tension, and softening the tissues and the fibers in the face, the neck, the throat, the collarbones, the chest. Just dissolving any tension. Breathe in here And exhale, release. Now go ahead and press into the earth with your right hand, just bringing yourself up to a seat. And you may wish to use a blanket to sit on and then cross your legs. And as you sit here, allow the shoulders to drop down and the chest to naturally open. Soften the gaze or close down the eyes. And then starting slow and small and soft, begin to circle the body in one direction, bringing intention into every movement. Noticing where the body wants to guide you. How it chooses the movements. And in the same way that a flower blooms and the petals unfurl, begin to take up more space here. And perhaps explore movement in the other direction. Letting your body lead. And now invite the shoulders into the movement. And perhaps the neck naturally wants to join. As your circles take on a new form and a new feeling. So breaking out of the circles, out of the way that we're always taught to do things, to do it properly. See if your body can move in a different way. And maybe the arms decide that they want to rise, that they want to move with this body, with this neck, with your shoulders. Allowing yourself to take on an expression of the sail on a boat, just blowing softly in the wind, moving with these gentle movements from the inside to the out. And then slowly finding your way back into stillness. Take a long breath in and a soft breath out. Take your right leg out straight and bring the sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Turn your body to face your right toes, and as you inhale, lift the chest. And on the exhale, folding at the hips, start to rest your body over that right leg. And when you reach the point where your back begins to round, just stop there and allow your head to surrender. You may want to use a bolster to help to rest your tummy on in this asana, and maybe some blocks for your forehead if you want some additional support for your neck. So take a moment to find what you need, to find your form. And when you are there, allow the body to exhale a deep sigh as you soften in. Every person on the planet is carrying around some form of woundedness, some patterns, protections, ways of being in the world that are designed to keep them safe. But as we grow older, these protections become more of a prison. These armors are actually keeping us in, preventing us from experiencing life to the fullest. And so in practices like yin, we can begin to work with these armors, with these protections, to feel what is here and what is present, to see and witness ourselves fully for all of who we are, And it is through that witnessing that the energy will naturally start to move. There's nothing more to do, just to hold the space for ourselves and hold ourselves in love. And as those armors soften and come down, there's a crack, and the light gets in, and our light shines out. And this is the beginning of our unfurling. Our softness can begin to erode away the rest of the hardness that is left. We just need that first crack in the surface. And as you feel into those words, take a final breath in here, exhaling it out, and then lifting the body back up, placing any props to the side. We're going to bring the weight into the hands as we step the feet back into a downward facing dog, keeping it so gentle and soft as you allow the hips to rise up into the stars. Keep the knees bent generously and pedal out the dog with some twists and turns. And then bringing your knees down to the mat. Begin to bring your belly all the way down and find your Sphinx pose. So here we have our elbows underneath our shoulders. The heart is pulling forward. We're gazing straight ahead or close down the eyes. Chin is parallel to the mat. Or if you like, you can allow the head to gently drop down or even use a block to rest the forehead on. Keep the rest of the body soft here. We're just here to take in a few slow breaths. Last breath in, and exhale, release. Lifting the head up, removing any props, and take the right arm straight out. And then from here, we're going to peel back the left shoulder as that left leg comes up and over the right into our broken wing. You can rest the head on a block or a blanket if you need that additional support. And continue to breathe deeply here, just feeling that opening in the right shoulder. And if you want to bring a little more intensity to the left, you can always take that left hand up and over and behind you, taking a little bind. And as we're here, I invite you to contemplate, what are the armors that you hold on to? And perhaps your body answered you with a sensation or a contraction. Acknowledging where you're holding armors. These armors which make so much sense that they were there, but perhaps now have served their purpose. And so what arises into your mind space as you feel into that? Taking a final breath in here. And as you exhale, just returning the body back to center, placing the hands on top of one another just in front of you and resting the forehead down. And let's take 3 nice breaths here. Feeling the softness. Feeling grounded. Feeling the light coming through the cracks. And then taking your left arm straight out this time, take a nice breath in. And on the exhale, peel that right shoulder back, right leg comes up and over, finding broken wing on the other side. Take the bind if that feels good for you. And allow everything to surrender. And as you're here, reflecting on some moments in the past where your softness was shown. How did you receive that for yourself? How did it feel to move, to think, to be in your softness? And if you've never experienced that before, that's okay. Perhaps use the next minute to feel into what that would feel like. How different would conversations be? How would your thoughts change? Simply because you allowed yourself to be softer. Take your final inhale here and exhale it out, bringing the body back to center, and bring the hands in alignment with the breasts, and then pressing back onto your knees, send the hips up and back into downward facing dog one last time here, keeping it soft and gentle. Feeling the breath moving up the spine and exhaling it out. And then bringing the knees down to the mat. Find your seat again. And this time take the left leg straight out, bring the sole of the right foot into the inner left thigh, and turn the body to face the left toes. If you used props on the other side, prepare them, whether you're taking a bolster or blocks. And inhale here as we lift and open. And exhale, folding at the hips, laying the belly down, and allowing the body to melt into the earth. Last inhale here. And softly exhale, lifting the body up. And bring the bolster behind you. We have options here to keep the bolster lengthways down the mat. This is a less intense option. Or if you want something a little bit more as we move into a reclined butterfly, you can bring the bolster in alignment with the short edge of the mat. You can always use a block for your head if you need to. But once you have your choice, begin to lay your back down vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing the soles of the feet together, pulling the feet in as close to the body as feels good for you, and taking the arms to a space that they naturally want to move towards. Feeling this beautiful heart opener. Your heart is your emotional center. And allowing feelings of gratitude, of peace, of calm, to begin to move from your heart space, spreading out across the whole body. And every inhale nourishes you more deeply, and every exhale creates more space. Taking your final breath in here, lifting the body up, place the bolster at the back of the mat, and come to lie down this time on your right side, using the bolster as a pillow. You can bring the right hand to the forehead, the left hand onto the heart space, and reconnect with that beautiful golden thread, that beautiful light energy, moving between the head and the heart and the head. And see if you can notice the space that this thread moves through. Does it feel warm? Still moving? Are there any other colors here? Any other sensations? And then taking your last breath here, softly exhaling it out, And find your way onto your back for Shavasana. If you like, placing the bolster on the belly or underneath the knees, or simply placing it to the side. And as you lie here, just feeling into your own unfurling. The parts of you that are yet to be revealed to yourself, to the world. And exploring how softness can be a pathway to support that. Take in a nice inhale here, just reconnecting back to your breath. And just asking your body, what does it want to be moved first? Does it want to stretch open, to squeeze in, to shake? And then turning over to your favorite side, begin to press yourself back up to a seat, just keeping the eyes closed a little bit longer. And when you arrive, bringing the hands together in prayer pose in front of the heart, thumbs touching the heart space. Let us offer 3 moments of gratitude. The first, gratitude for all of the teachers and masters that came before us to share the practices of yoga and the evolutions like YIN. Second of all, gratitude to yourself for making the space today to be on this journey. And lastly, thank you for me for being here. It's a pleasure to share. And I will see you in the next class. Have the most beautiful day ahead.